Good morning, everyone. So I've called and it just kept ringing, and now it's giving me a busy tone. So I guess I will just start the broadcast. I will have to mute the mic when I do get a hold of them. So I had a package
Thank you for calling the United States Postal
that said it was delivered
Please
on
stay on the line
Saturday,
and your call will be answered
but
by
it wasn't delivered to my house, so I'm having to deal with that this morning.
Please stay on the line while your call is transferred to the operator.
Good morning, drummer Pete, still addicted. If they actually answer, I'm going to have to mute the mic for a second. So just understand that. So how is your Monday going so far, guys? I figured they wouldn't answer it right at 8 o'clock. I got people that just walked in the door, standing outside the door. But I don't like the fact that it went to a busy signal. That kind of sucks. Yes, sir, still addicted. I got all four of them. In my opinion, yep. Now I just get a busy signal. Great. All right, I'm going to try back in like 5 minutes. I just was trying to catch the carrier before he went out on his delivery so maybe he could remember where he took the package he was supposed to take to my house and didn't do so. So I'll try back in a minute and I'll just have to mute the mic. It's all good. So good morning. I'm calling the post office because there's a message up there. I don't know. It says I'll be a few minutes late because they delivered a package. They said they delivered a package Saturday, but they did not deliver it here. They delivered it somewhere else. So now I've got a package that's missing. Legion Steel had a fundraiser last night for 6 hours. Oh, that's cool. Oh, the tactical guy, the Legion Tactical that I mentioned in a stream that does the reviews. That's cool. Yeah, I got lucky. We got missed with all those storms. So last night I carried a couple of cool knives in my front pocket. I had the Lemifshi or Forest Elf F03 Plus in Damascus. It's designed by Rattlesnake Designs, and it's the one that's got the tuning fork built in the scales. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it on the microphone, but it definitely makes a ting. Got a cool noise. I carried that in the front pocket because I don't carry it enough. And then in the back pocket, I had the Kubi stroller again because I wanted to carry it some more. I actually used the stroller more than I used this one, but yeah, it definitely has the ring. It even rings when you close it. So, a couple of cool classy knives. Not my normal thing, not my plain Janes. I thought y'all be proud of me. I'm trying to expand my knife carrying. This is a Lemifshi or Forest Elf, and the model number is the F-03 Plus in M390. Stroller is a super cool knife to me. I love the shape of it. I love the blade. I love the pattern on this particular carbon fiber. Action of it, the fuller, being able to flick off the fuller is really nice. It works really good. Yeah, and when you choke up on it, it's got a very comfortable position for the finger. You don't feel like your finger's going to get on the edge like some knives. Feels really comfortable there. Next, I took my stuff with me to work to do the watch build, and I nearly finished the watch, except that I lost the second hand and spent about 3 hours searching for it. And I finally got back down on my hands and knees and found it just barely poking out of my desk legs, like underneath the desk legs. So it's missing the second hand. I don't like the chapter ring around this, so I'm going to get another one in white. That's that little spacing ring. And I've got to cut about 1 millimeter more off the stem because I cannot get the threads to catch for it to screw back in. But I got the display case for the back of it, so it's working. Everything turned out good with it. I got it sized right. So yeah, turned out good. But then I realized they sent me the wrong hands. They were supposed to send me the ones with loom, and these don't have loom. So I've already ordered the new ones, and I've got to send these back. So I did find the second hand, so I'll be able to send all that back. But when you pay like $25 for a set of hands, you kind of want the ones you want, the right ones. So I took that one off and started wearing this one. It's a lot smaller. The Seikos are just a smaller watch in general, but you can see there the difference. So yeah, that was cool. Got a few things to go over. Let me see if I can get them to answer again, or period. I apologize, but I really need.
Thank you for calling the United States.
And this is knife related, so.
Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered by the next available agent. Please stay on. Your call is transferred to the operator.
All right. Might have to mute this. Yeah, they're probably never going to answer. Probably going to have to drive up there after the broadcast. It's only like 5 minutes away. I should have just gone there and been at the door when they opened. Oh well. It sucks that they just let it ring and then it gives you a busy signal. Still addicted. I went over all that yesterday. If you want to watch that video, it's at the beginning. Take us live on the road. Yeah, I could do that. There's no saying I have to do the lives here, huh? Come on. Don't give me the busy signal. Road trip. I got some really cool knives to show y'all this morning. All right. Not giving me a busy signal, at least. I guess I'm going to have to file a claim. Still addicted. I'll bust them back out here in a second. I did all the measurements and weights on them too. All right, I give up. I'll just have to wait till after the broadcast. So I'll do that real quick again since you want to know. But I will tell you this. The skeleton version had the best action of all 4 of them. Yeah, and I tested the weight against all the original Jufull ones and the first version Jufull one. I didn't test the weights on the skeleton versions though, so I should have done that. Let me make some room here so I can get the scales out. 3.9, I believe, is what I weighed them at, the Lemifshi. Let's see, we'll figure it out here. So, the regular radial, Lemifshi, which is quite a bit thicker. The thickness is what I love about them, and just the feel, the weight. I mean, this makes them feel like a more substantial knife. But the radial Lemifshi is 3.86. And then the radial Jufull is 3.17. So 3.17 to 3.86. And that weight makes a big difference and makes it feel, I mean, these knives feel, I don't know. It just makes it feel like it's worth the money more. Like it just feels a little heftier. And then the original Skelly from Jufull is 2.63. And the Skelly from Lemifshi, 2.63 is 3.25. So they're about 3/4 of an ounce heavier. And the action on the Skelly for this Lemifshi came the best out of the box. It just wants to close, and the D10 is way better on the Lemifshis than on the Jufull ones. Yeah, I mean, if you want a light knife, you buy a light knife, you know, like. But these, I don't feel like you're buying them because you want a light knife. That's just my opinion. And then the widths are, I believe, like 0.41 to 0.49. In comparison, so pretty much 3/4 of an inch too, or 3/4 of a thou, whatever. So that's that. Dang it, pisses me off that the post office ain't answering because I want the dang carrier to get his message before he goes on his route so he can remember where he took it.
Thank you for calling the United States Postal Service. Please stay on the line and your call will be answered by the next available agent.
Let's go to the knives I want to show y'all.
Please stay on the line while your call is transferred to the operator.
This is a page a guy from Reddit helps run, and it's got all the coupon codes for AliExpress. At the beginning, it's a WordPress site. He's got all the best knife stores. I'll put the link to this in the Discord. In fact, I just did that. Let's see. But here are some new knives that we'll be dealing with. This one was not one of the ones I was super interested in, but it is a Shirogorov F3 replica with carbon fiber and Damascus, or not. and does have the logo, so have to deal with that. Then this is one I thought Knives Are Life would like. Oh well, like I said, they're not going to answer evidently. All right, so yeah, this was one that Knives Are Life would probably like. It's a different kind of design. Whoops. And he gives links. This one has an M390 blade, and it is rather expensive. I don't know if it's a replica of something. Yeah, Pete. Yeah, Knives Are Life. That is pretty crazy. The codes, these codes, yeah, are supposed to work a little better. I did get one to work this morning. I ordered something and I did get one of them to work. Lemifshi has released an M390 version of these two knives that I have and love. The two mass cast precision ones, with improved steel with real M390 instead of D2. The first ones were in D2, and these are about twice the price for M390. Still, he sells these knives for $3,000, so the 163 bucks you can get 15-20 bucks off with the code. So yeah, I thought it was cool that he released a real M390 version of it, and he's got both the versions of it in M390. Then let's see. There's a couple of cool little keychain tools that I saw. This is an owl. And what's really funny is Ed was just talking yesterday, or we were talking yesterday about the full integral Nirvana. Well, I said they weren't available anymore. Well, somebody just released another one. Here's another fishbone keychain tool. Let's check the price on those. $11 for a little fishbone bottle opener, like keychain stuff. That's all right, I guess. This is the Brown Cortex XL. We looked at it yesterday, I believe. The Invictus Autos are right here. They're cheap if you want to get one of those. Invictus Autos. And then there's a Spartan folder. I haven't checked this one out, but it's super cheap too in D2, and it looks like a Mall Ninja knife. But it's got a comfortable handle, so there's that. And they have a couple of the folding kitchen knives, kind of like I showed with those Tac Ray ones. They don't have they do have a clip on the, looks like, so that's cool. 4 different versions of that. That's a Knox, sorry, the MT30 with a real M390 blade. I actually like that blade shape. I don't like the fact that they only have a carbon fiber version. I wish they had a plain Jane. That one's kind of, I guess, plain. That one's all right. And then we get down. Oh, this is a cool. This is a Terramundi with the pivot lock. Knife. Terramundi makes some good knives. I've got one of theirs, the River Wolf. But that one's a little bit shorter blade than I would normally like. So that button looks huge, sticking out there. So I don't know what I think about that one. But that's a real brand knife. It's not it's not a replica or anything. But it looks like the action's good with that center button. And then let's see. Good morning, anybody that popped in. Um, wait, what happened? You have that Owl Pride gaming sandals, Kubi Rat and titanium back pocket. Let's see. Releasing the Transient 3.2 next week. Yeah, that'll be super cool. What's up for sale now? Still Addicted. The Transient, really? Y'all have to get on that and grab one because they'll go quick. Let me bring that up real quick for everybody to see. Then we'll go back to some of these knives. Not sure which store he's got it at, but do you have a link? Still Addicted? Because I don't see it right off the bat. It's probably the same store as this one, though. So let's go check this store. That's the one I was just at. Maybe not. I thought it would be here, but no, it's not. Okay. Maybe you've posted a link by now. Almost gone on radio. Which cart? Yeah, he's got a bunch of stores, so let me try radial. Full Knives Tool Store, VIP Sativian Store. Where's his VIP store? Is it on the VIP store? Which store is it on? He's got 3. Yeah, it would have been a whole lot easier if you would have just sent the link. Next time, just send the link. If you don't mind. You can link it. You just take out everything. So whenever you do an AliExpress link, you can take everything after the first little HTML part out. So you can post just the first part that goes up to the first .html. You don't have to. So like this link, if there's a huge link like this one, all you have to do is go up to this first .html and copy that first part right there, and you can post it. So you can post the links without posting all the crap after it. All you have to do is go to that first .html. All the booleans after that is just BS. You can do it on your phone too. You don't know how to copy and paste. It's all right, man. I'll find it. It's all good. I'll just go on my phone and find it. It'll pop up quicker on my phone anyway. Give me just a second, because I do want to find that knife and get one ordered before they... What's the price on them? Why am I still not seeing it? Good God. Why am I not finding it? This is stupid. New arrivals. Oh, there it is. He's got what? 2 versions? Looks just like it's just a light and a dark version, right? So here's how you share links. You copy them, you paste it over to your browser. It won't let you share, and you delete all the crap before it. Alright, here's the link. Select all, copy. Go into the Discord under links. If anybody wants it, paste, boom. Alright, now I can just go to the Discord and click the link. Boom. And there it is. Oh, they are different, 2 different patterns. So he's got the radial and the plane. Add to cart A. Add to cart B. Continue. Whoops. I added 2 of one of them. Check out. Oh goodness. I'm on my account. I'm on his blacklist. I forgot. That's why I had to make a second account. Sorry guys. Give me just a second. Let me get these ordered before they sell out. I had to make a second account because me and Jufool got into it about his shipping BS when I first started, and he blocked me for some reason or blacklisted me. So kind of wild. But transient. I don't know why I can't click the stupid. Oh my god, this is pissing me off. Sorry guys, I'm having issues here. And I'm still mad about the stupid post office not answering. Alright. Signed in. Add to cart A. Add to cart B. Go to cart. Add to cart A. Alright, now I got it figured out, I think. Let me get these ordered real quick. Y'all talk amongst yourselves for a second. Alright, there we go. Check out. Now I'm going to try one of these stupid codes. Let's try one of these codes for 100 and... Let's see what we got here. USA code. Where are you? Not on this page, evidently. Alright. AEUS 20. AEUS 20. Boom. It worked. Nice. We knocked $20 off of both of them. So that code did work. And the payment is successful. Just to show y'all the order, I've got I paid $15 tax. We have a 10% sales tax here, which really sucks. So anyway, you can see here, Come on, focus. Multi-store coupon, minus 20. So it was 176, then minus 20, and then plus the tax was 172. So I got both of them, the A and B, for 172. So that's pretty cool. All right, back to the regularly scheduled program. But that transient is a cool looking knife. I'm sure it's going to feel super comfortable. And it has the same 154 cm steel that he used on the last, or the same steel that Lemifshe used on the Rosies. Sorry. All right. But we're about to get into some cool ones down here that I think y'all really like. And it has to do with what I mentioned with Ed yesterday. So there's the Terramundi. Then they have a couple of M390 weird, expensive knives. And they do have some more nicer knives on AliExpress. They're not all just garbage. Here's a new tack ray, and you can see on the back there they forgot to Photoshop out on that picture, but it's a crossbar lock knife. If you look at the green one in that top picture, you can see the crossbar, but they have to Photoshop out all the locks. So that actually is a crossbar lock knife. I kind of like that tack ray, actually. How much is that? Carbon fiber and G10. Whoops, y'all aren't seeing it. Sorry. This tack ray right here is a crossbar lock knife. The picture here that I was showing, that top one, they forgot to Photoshop out the crossbar lock knife and the green one behind the other one. And this other one I showed was this knife right here, this Infinite Justice folders, $358. And like I said, they do sell some real knives on AliExpress too. And then here's a new DLC version of the Quantum with M390. And this M390 looks really good. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it almost looks like Kunwu's M390, but this is a Shirogorov Quantum with a DLC coating and M390 blade. And then on that same note, they have the Nirvana with DLC and M390, and the DLC on it looks great too, and it is a true integral, like they're supposed to be. So you're getting the DLC version of a knife that's like $900 new, for the one without DLC. And the DLC, I'm interested to see when somebody gets it, what they think of the DLC. I want to see somebody brave enough to actually scratch a key on it. But that DLC is super shiny. I mean, it looks really good to me. I could be wrong, but it's got a mirror finish. So I guess we'll see. Oh, you talking about the little wipe and stuff? Yeah, I did those. I just changed them. Good morning, folks. I've always had transitions, but I just had them like swiping, like when I close the Firefox, it just fades out and it slides up from the bottom. I've had those, but I added some for the camera since I go back and forth to it a lot. I made that slow one with the windshield wipers or whatever. All right, so yeah, the Nirvana with DLC. Then we have the Amphibian with DLC and M390. Another crazy looking, and Lightning Anno. So they're really stepping up their game and trying to come out with some crazy knives. The DLC looks pretty good though. I can't wait till somebody gets one in hand. That's a super expensive knife. Like, I don't know. Very few people are going to order that one. Um, they also did Shirogorov F95 with the same music. I don't think y'all can hear the music, but that's fine too. But look at that DLC shine. Like, if it's durable, should be a pretty cool. Almost looks like those handles are DLC. Premium Austrian M390 steel. Yeah, I'm not sure which one's the water droplets. That one's called like Wiper or something. Oh, that one. That one's called. What is that one called? That one's called Luma Wipe, and then it's called Fractal. So it does like a fractal pattern in the middle whenever I go off of it. Good morning, Ron Crow. Morning, guys. Then they did Vespa has an M390 version with mirror coated DLC blade, which is pretty wild looking. I don't know who started with the DLC fad over there, but somebody, because they've been doing a lot. And then this looked like a pretty cool little knife for the price. It says S90V, but I'm betting it's not. But I might have to buy one of those just to check it out. It is a 238C, which, let's see, C238 knife is the Paisan. Whoops, I didn't mean to close that. So that is what this is. If y'all didn't know, I already knew that, but it's a new version. And whoops. And that is a C239. Then Trivisa came out with a new one that I really like with the N690 blade. They're a real company. They're not, a replica company. I've got 4 or 5 Trivisa knives. I really do like that. 60 HRC. Not sure what kind of blade steel. It doesn't say anywhere. Oh yeah, N690. Sorry. N690 steel, hardness 60 plus or minus 2. That's not good. 7.18 inches total, 3-inch blade. All right, and then what's next? Somebody made another version of the EMP EDC with carbon fiber. This is the relative clone with a cool pattern. 14C 28N. $50 for the carbon fiber version of it. If I didn't already have like 2 of those, I would probably grab one of those too. I don't like the Ultim one, but the Ultim one is cheaper. Y'all want to check that out? Looks like we've got a slip joint. RWL 34 powder steel. I am not sure what that is. That one has some labeling on it. Slip joint with a blade y'all would like on there. Huh. That's kind of different. Then we got the Kaiser crest, of course. So Kaiser has a store on AliExpress. And like I said, up here at the top, let's see. Let's see where we're at. He did list all the best stores right under their codes. But there's all kinds of, so Petrified Fish, Concept, Kubi, Migaron, Sativian, Kaiser, Katsu, Kunwu, Tucson. They all, Gonzo, Efengro, OK Knives, Trivisa, Beckerton. They all have stores. So you can find that stuff there on AliExpress too and save a little money. But they also have the Kaiser Mad Rack, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm digging that color, and I like the color accents on that one, on that micarta. That's a cool looking little knife. New for 2025. Let's see. Blade angle, blade. It doesn't have the blade size. It does have the weight, 3.29 ounces. Not sure. Hey Google, what's 19 centimeters in inches?
19 centimeters is equal to 7.48 inches.
Hey Google, what's 8 centimeters in inches?
8 centimeters is equivalent to 3.15 inches.
All right, so the blade's around 3.15. PJ Crazy O, welcome. Good morning. A slip joint is a knife that doesn't have a lock. PJ Crazy O. It's where you just doesn't really have a lock. It can be closed with just pressure. I'll show you in just a minute. I'll go grab a slip joint. I don't have any knives in here at the moment. They've got the Kaiser fixed blades too, and Kaiser seems to be coming out with quite a few fixed blades. And this one looks super cool. The blade shape on this one looks great. These are all new, and this has got Nitro V and AEBL steel. And as you can see on the size on it, hey Google, what's 10.25 centimeters in inches?
10.25 centimeters is equal to 4.035 inches.
So it's a 4-inch fixed blade for $80 from Kaiser. It's got a hexagon hole in the end of it, which I thought was super cool, which is sized to fit tools, so you can use it. They show a picture of a guy with a spade type drill bit drilling into a tree with it, but since it fits those shafts, it would fit all kinds of stuff. So that's a pretty cool feature. Good morning, Ed. So it's a standard 1/4-inch hole for you to use on your, but yeah, that looks like a really nice fixed blade for $70. And like I said, or $80. Like I said, you can probably use one of those coupons. Then they made a Quaken fixed blade also, which is kind of odd to me. It's a cool looking knife, but I wouldn't have thought fixed blade. That's one of those steak knife like knives. I like how it has the Japanese handle on that one, like the sword handle. That looks like a super cool little knife too. Kaiser's really doing their thing. Look, it's got an Edyard hole. It's in D2 or Nitro V. I like that yellow and black one, surprisingly. The yellow and black one, not bad. $55. What do y'all think about those Kaiser fixed blades? Like them? Don't like them? And then this was the last month's post. But like I said, this post is in a the Discord under links. You can get, and I just showed you that $20 coupon does work. If you want to save some money, use some of those coupons. I used the US one right here for over 139. I use this AEUS 20. But like that, you could save $60 on some of those knives we saw for like $380. You can get them down to $320 with that code. So yeah, and slip joint knives. So PJ Crazy Yo. Let me just type in let me just show you on YouTube what a slip joint is. A slip joint is just an old school. Well, it's, you know, before they really came out with all the locking technologies. Here's the Elementum that they just came out with not long ago. Whoops. Y'all can't hear the audio. So some of the laws
and guys, it's a beauty. There are 5
so
more
the laws
strict knife laws worldwide. Yeah?
where you can't have a
This version
single
right here,
single hand opening
specifically
knife in
designed
some countries.
for areas that have more strict knife laws, some of our European communities and that cannot have a single-handed open knife. We have the Elementum slip joint, and guys, it's a beauty. There are 5 versions of this thing.
So it's got a half stop. When you open it, it clicks and you feel it stop halfway. And then
but
you feel it kind of lock in place at the end. I can go grab
it's
one.
Good.
See, there's the.
And what exactly do you mean by walk and talk?
The walk and talk is
walk talk.
The walk talk. Walk talk.
It's good. It's not, yeah, like you said, it's not too stiff, but
So that's what a slip
Like
joint
it's
is,
like-
PJ.
It's just a I want to say perfect, but it is a really nice, firm, like lock bar right here on the back, so that when you are engaging,
PJ Crazy
the
Yo.
blade, it's not
nice
just
and
gonna
smooth.
Yeah, it's not gonna fall. You're not trying to like force it out, and then it's gonna stay in spot.
Anyway, you can't check out as guest. No, I don't believe so, because you've got to have a shipping. Because thumb studs are illegal in some countries. You can't have a knife that you can open with one hand in a lot of European countries. Yeah, you can't be able to open it with one hand. So, Ed, I don't know if you saw, but I put in the links channel the link to those modular clone lynch clips for Spyderco's and other stuff. The modular ones where you screw them on. Yeah, you know what they are, but other people see how there's no screw holes on that clip. So the way it works is you mount the little part there to the left with the 3 screw holes, and then you put the top part on there and you screw it in from the end, so you don't see the screws except on the end of the knife. But I did put the link for those in the. I was trying to show. They don't have a picture of one on a knife, but they look really good on a knife because they don't show the screw holes. And I'm not showing the browser again, of course. Golly. So yeah, so the way they work is you screw in that part with the 3 holes in it there, and then you put the other part on top of that, and then you screw it down from the outside, from the end, and then you don't see the screws on the actual clip. So those are cool little clips that you can get. Ed said he hadn't seen those, so that's why I put the link in the Discord for those. Uh, yeah. Another knife I wanted to show y'all today, or ask you about, was the Strix. The Sparrow Strix round 2 that's about to come out. What do y'all know or think about that knife? I've been wanting one for a while. I just want a plain Jane version. Don't know if they. I don't know when they drop, or if they already did. But here's a picture of the ones. Go to the links channel and scroll up, and it's above the. It's the right above the Temu 36 slot storage. The links channel. It's the third link or fourth link up. March 16th, 2025. Here's the link if you want it. There's the link. There you go. But that's the Strix. What do y'all think of the Strix? Sparrow. I think I just about like all 5 versions of that knife. I'm calling the post office again, so give me just a second. If they answer, I'm gonna have to mute the mic.
Thank you for calling the United States Postal Service. Please stay on the line and your call will be answered by the next available agent.
Yeah, that's BS.
Please stay on the line while your call is transferred to the operator. Pittsburgh Post Office, can I help you? I don't know what's going on with their system, but some scammers are doing
All right, guys. So you're not gonna believe this. Sorry about the mute there. Have a great day, folks. So what happened with my Temu package was I got scammed through Temu. They checked the tracking number that I was given from Temu, and it was not even addressed to me. It was addressed to someone else completely, and it did not originate coming from Temu. It came from US to US. So I basically just totally got scammed, which is fine. It wasn't too much money. It was $90. But still pretty wild. So yeah, pretty wild. What's crazy is it was that, so don't, well, I'll tell you what kind of led me to think it was, because after I ordered one, I went back to try to order a second one, and it said this item has been discontinued. So what it was, let's see, click all images that match inanimate object. Hold on just a second. Let me pop over here to the browser. Oh, y'all can see. So it says this item was discontinued when I go. So it was that case that I bought for $82 that yeah, it was the case that I had on that I had one of already that I got from Amazon for $109. It was the Case Club 90. It was one of these cases. So it was $82 plus tax. It was $90, whereas this one's $109, and with tax it's $120. So I basically saved $30, but really I lost $90 until I get yeah, I'm good. I'll get the money back because I did pay for it, I'm sure, with PayPal. Let me see, actually. I don't know if I can look and see how I paid. I don't know. I'll figure it out right here. Let's see. Yeah, I paid with PayPal. So it's all good. Ed Durbin. Yeah, there it is. I thought, yeah, I was already looking at that. But I tried to save $30, so, you know, it's what, I'm not going to say it's what I get, because it wasn't like I was saving. It wasn't crazy priced. I mean, $90 to $109 is not that big of a difference, but didn't work out this time. But I will contact the seller. They have a virtual shop assistant. I'm not going to deal with this right now because it'll distract me. But she sent me an email saying that this tracking number didn't have my name on it and that it was addressed to a different address. So Temu will have to step in and do their thing. Which is just a lesson learned. And like I said, yeah, Ed Durbin, it's an awesome case. That's the one that I've got in there with all my nice knives in. And that foam is super nice. You know, we watched the video
Hi
on
and
it.
welcome to Case Club. Today we'll be reviewing
here's
our
the,
90 folding knives case. It's designed to hold up to 90 folding knives of various sizes up to 5.6 inches in length. In this video, we'll go over how to customize the case to fit your whole collection. When your
coolest
case
part about
arrives,
it
you'll
is
need to
the
remove the foam plugs. You'll
foam
notice when
plugs,
removing the plugs that each slot has 4 pieces.
that you can
2
size
L-shaped
for every kind of
spacers
knife.
and 2 rectangular pieces.
It's got 2 layers
Using
of
different
foam,
combinations of these pieces will ensure that each knife is held
smaller
securely.
layer and a thicker layer.
The plugs in the case are dual purpose, so be sure to keep them for use with your smaller knives.
But check out how you can customize this thing. I like her tattoos. I'm a sucker for tattoos.
For example, for long, thinner knives, such as butterfly knives, leave both L-shaped spacers
So
in
you can
place
leave both
to
the
tighten
L
the
ones
slot
in
and hold the knife
place.
snugly.
To tighten the slot to make it fit.
For shorter knives, leave one of the rectangular plugs in place so that they sit at the same level as your other knives. Each plug can also be trimmed down to a specific length to make sure every knife is level with the others. Each slot will fit a knife with max dimensions of 5.6 inches long, 1.5 inches wide, and 0.9 inches thick with all the plugs
TC
removed.
blades.
Once customized, it would look like each slot was cut specifically for a particular knife. Be sure to keep the plugs you do not immediately use, as this will allow you to change the configuration of your case as your
Why are you
collection
mad,
grows and
TC
changes.
blades?
Be
going
advised,
on?
this foam is an upgrade from Pluck Foam. Unlike
And
Pluck
it's not the
foam,
Pluck
this
foam,
is
it's the-
pre-cut, ensuring a perfect fit for your gear.
It's the
and
closed
saving you
cell
time from
foam,
having
so
to
it's
do
the
it
super
yourself.
good foam.
Another advantage of our foam is its military spec characteristics when compared to cheaper foam. When it's closed cell, it won't absorb liquid, and you can easily clean it if it gets dirty over time. Cheaper foam, on the other hand, will absorb any liquids and slowly deteriorate. Also, it provides adequate cushion for your gear, but won't tear like the cheaper foam. And the foam in the lid is a soft, convoluted polyurethane, whose ridges help to secure everything in place when the case is closed. Thanks so much for watching.
What's going on? You need to vent. Go ahead and vent to us, bro. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. I'm gonna, while you start your venting, I'm gonna grab a slip joint. Give me just a second. So what's going on? I couldn't even find a slip joint, so that was a pointless. Yeah, I do too, buddy. Mine makes a good noise too. I don't know if you can hear that, but I've got the regular version of this one too. Just the plain titanium version with the color, with the blue colored little piece there. I've got both of them. I bought the regular one, and then I got this one for a great deal on eBay. So I bought it too. I actually offered a guy way too low of a price, and I didn't really want it, but he accepted my price. So on eBay, you know, you gotta like follow through. But I've got the regular one as well. I guess you were talking about this one. I mean, I don't know if you were. I can't even think what slip joints I have. I thought I had I think I've got like one maybe. That's crazy how those scammers just got an address. They just got a tracking number to a package that was coming to my same city. Totally unrelated. See, here's the other one. Totally unrelated to me. Gave me that tracking number. So it looked like it was coming to my city. And then when it was delivered, you know, gone. And but this one right here, they were selling for crazy prices. I think they were like $340 on AliExpress. Maybe even more, like $360 for the Damascus one. And I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find it. M390 rattlesnake Damascus knife, AliExpress. I don't think they're available anymore, but they might be. Yeah, so check out the price on this thing. So it was $323 when these were available, and the regular one was $123. So it was $200 more for the Damascus version. And a guy had one posted for $280 on let's see. Yeah, he had it posted for $280 on eBay. And so I think I offered him $220, and he said yes. So I was like, dang it. Now I got two of them? Like, all right. Let me see what I actually offered him. Oh, it was $230. $230 is what I offered him, and he accepted it. So yeah, I got that one for $230 instead of $323 or whatever. So $230 is not bad for a full M390 Damascus knife. It's got a pretty cool pattern on it too. Like, I think it's actually zirconia because it's got the blacks in it, and you can't do that with Damascus. I think I read that somewhere. You can't get those darker colors on Damascus, so I think it's actually zirconia, and I said zirconia. Zirconia. They both have decent sound though. I've taken them apart to show people the little tuning fork. I've got videos of that. I've got a review video of this where I take it apart, I believe, and show the inside of it. I'm really loving this stroller though. And I still just, man, this thing is like becoming one of my favorites really quick because of that action, that hydraulic, just smooth. drop shut action, and I love that blade shape, and it fits my hands great. So I'm still loving that Artisan. I've got some more showing up today. I haven't ordered anything else from Temu, thank God. I need a refund. So, what do I have showing up today? Oh yeah, I bought that that Wii beacon. I bought an Asher. Concept is sending me a couple of knives to review. Oh, this is just a pice sand, but they can't show the hole in the knife. It's just a new version of the pice sand. And you should be able to tell by the handle and the blade shape, but it's just one of these. Yeah, it's just well, good grief. It's just this knife. You should be able to tell by the handle, Pete. The sculpting on the handle, it's just they can't show the round blade hole because Spyderco take it down. But it's just that knife right there. TC Blades, you can see what I see. Yeah, I don't know if y'all remembered, but I showed those 3 knives in the blue Kaiser bag that I said were 3 of my best action knives. One of them is that knife, the blue one. Hold on just a second, I'll grab it. All three of these knives that I keep in this Kaiser bag are probably 3 of the top 5 best action knives that I have, and these 3 that I showed, and the middle one is that Pysan that was bead blasted. So this one had the handle bead blasted and was anode, and it's running on skiffs, and it's one of my favorite, like, action on it. Like, once you get it past that lock, like, you just can't keep the blade up. Like, it's so butter. I mean, you can see I don't even have to move. Like it just closes itself. But yeah, the action on this thing is sick. And then the other one's in the bag. I've got one that was done by the same guy, same color, and it was bead blasted, and the blade was bead blasted too. And bead blasted blades look super cool. Like, that blade looks like it's out of focus. Like, that's how smooth the bead blasting does. But that blade was bead blasted and the handles were bead blasted. And this is a RFT Russian folding Tanto, but it's even got more of a guillotine action. Like, you just can't keep that blade up. Like, as soon as you go vertical with it, the skiffs just close. Like, yeah. But these 3 are 3 of my best action knives of any that I have. The other one is a F3NS Green Thorn Shirogorov, and this one has skiffs also, and it's the same way. Like, I don't know if y'all can see that action, but it's just closed. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a Shiro too. The one on the right. The RFT is a collabo, I believe, with Shiro. This one has a 4-inch blade though. This is a big boy. And these are still available. Green Thorn ones are still available on AliExpress. These aren't. This is a discontinued one. Yeah, the table's got some purple on it today, huh? Good morning, JD. But you can see how big that RFT is compared to those rattlesnakes. I mean, all those are kind of... the only thing even close to the same size is the Pulsar XL, and it's not even as big. And you got the little Gerber dime sitting up there out of the way. I need a screenshot, so there it is. What new knives y'all got coming in? Y'all never answer me about the Strix, the Sparrow. Or if you did, I didn't see it. Maybe I was on the phone. Do y'all like the Strix Sparrow? Where did I? Yeah, right here. Do y'all like this knife? $350 for the price. I mean, I really do like it. This is round 2. I want the plain Jane one. What do y'all think of that knife? What do y'all know about that knife? Scott, you got a ballast song coming today? That's awesome. PJ Crazy, did you order the Tucson from eBay? Is that why it's taking so long? Like, sometimes he takes forever. That's what I hate about getting my Tucsons from eBay. Oh, you're like me, Ed. Like, I really want a Strix too. It's been on my want to buy list. This drop is supposed to come soon. It says they're out of stock. I just read a post about it. I don't know why. I guess I should subscribe to the email. Maybe that would help me know when he actually drops stuff. bladealchemy4u@gmail.com. Subscribed. So here's what made me think about it. PJ Sparrow Strix. So oh, okay. So the round 2 already, he's doing a pre-sale in June for a 3rd run. So that's what I meant. I didn't mean these are already sold, but the 3rd run is coming out in June. Yeah, so you go to eBay and try to find one, and they're ridiculously priced. They're like double. They're like $700. I mean, that's crazy. $350 knife for $700. Whoever Fusion EDC is, like, don't subscribe. I mean, that might be a little bit more expensive one because it's a limit, but I think they're all limited. Like, look at this one, $1,125. Like, some eBay prices get crazy. $350 I'll pay, but $11.25 I'm not doing it. $700 I'm not doing it. That's why this guy asked what would be a good price on it, because he must be talking, like, this whole post is what's a good price on the PJ Sparrow Strix round 2. And I don't know what they've sold for. Let's just look up. This is where I get my prices from. I sort by newest one. Cheap Strix markdown. Markdown. $425. Production round 2. 5 of 47. Flame TI. So $425 is what that one went for. So that's what I'm willing to pay for one. $400. So I better get in on the pre-order. This was just 12 days ago. $425 sold. This one was sold for $425 also. Bead blasted version 1. So if y'all want to get your prices, go to Knife Swap. That was 12 days ago. Let's see. 23 days ago. The flame one was $475. That's probably that same guy. Plain Jane, $525. Yeah, I don't. Some people will pay that. Oh, he's got 2 for sale. $525 for the Plain Jane, and that's that same one he kept marking down. Nobody bought them for that, so he knocked it down to $425. So 1 month ago, 2 months ago, let's see. I almost bought a Protean the other night too. If he would have taken $700 for it, I would have ended up with it. I offered $700. I shouldn't have, because that's not a great price. But I really want a Prince Protean. I think, let me see if I can, I can't, bro. Let's see. Where is it? All right. Thanks. Oh yeah, well, I don't know where it is. I offered a guy. Oh, I almost bought a Roxy 3 too. And an Atom, TRM Atom. And I don't know where which Protean it was, but let me see if I can find it real quick. It was a Plain Jane one. $900 for this one. Man, that's a sweet knife. Good grief. All 4 of those are nice. The Protean I was going to buy was Snow Day Drop. Was this it? Hexagon milling. That might have been it. I thought it was a Plain Jane. Yeah, $625. Wow. Maybe I didn't offer $700. Maybe I offered $600. Somebody YOLO'd that one quick. That's a good price for that knife. What do y'all think of the Protean? Do y'all like the Prince Protean? I like them because of all the different models, and I like the Plain Jane ones. That one's cool with glad it didn't have a bunch of wild colors, but I love the blade shape of it, and all that mess. I think they're a little overpriced too. PJ Crazy, yo, I've got a CJRB Crag that I would sell you. Yeah, Prince Protean's a beauty. I should have bought that one the other night. I should have bought that one. He kept dropping the price 8 days ago. I mean, 625 is a good price for that. I think. Yeah, this is the one. He deleted the pictures. I believe that's the one I offered the guy money for. I mean, that's a beautiful knife. Like, I don't care who you are. That's a lot of people's grail knife. I don't, it's one of those knives that I'm willing to pay a little more for because I think it's right in that sweet spot where they didn't overprice it for a nice knife like the Rosies and the Ducklings and all that. Like, I think they're a little overpriced. Being able to get these for around $600, man, you can't beat it for that. And if you ever go to their site, the other cool thing I like is they have a bunch of different models. And they have pictures of a lot of them too, which I enjoy. He does drops. There's the snow day drop. But you can go look at, I thought he had a place on here where he showed all the drops, but maybe not. Yeah, there was a place, and you have to get them by the lotto, so for right to purchase. 9/2/2024 at 9 p.m. So they have lottos for you to buy them. And I'm not sure how much. Does anybody know like what they actually charge for the lotto price? I guess 8 people got a chance to win that one. View rules. 8 available. Oh, there we go. $745 USD shipped within the US. Your invoice will be due within 1 day. So $745 for that knife is a fair price to me, considering they're all customs. They're all, you know, he made 8 of those, so. And there's that snow day drop. $785 for it. I guess they range in price according to how much work he does on them. Yeah, the Strix is a great knife, man. It's been on my want to buy list for quite a while now. I just haven't pursued it like I should because I evidently just missed one a few days ago on Knife Swap. I need to add that in my keyword search. In fact, I'm going to do that right this second. So you can pay for an app called Alerts for Reddit, and it will notify you within 30 seconds of a knife being dropped on Knife Swap. If you pay the $2.99 a month or whatever the fee is. So it's one of the only apps that I've actually bought. But I've got a bunch of knives that if they ever drop on Knife Swap, I know within 30 seconds of them dropping. And I didn't have the Strix added into those keywords. So I didn't know about that one that sold the other day. And I should have had it added. But it's one I had on my want to buy list on Knife Swap, and And like I said, how many days ago was it? 7 days ago? Oh, no. 9 days ago, a round 2 sold. And he had to not mark it down. It started at 475. Nobody wanted it. 450. Nobody wanted it. 425. I wouldn't have bought that one because it's the Flame TI, and I hate that. I might have bought it and tried to sand all that off, but you can't just wink it because it's a heat nano. So you'd have to sand all that. But since it's smooth, you could sand it pretty easy. So I might have bought that. I would have bought it for 400. I would have chatted the guy and asked him if he'd take 400. But then, is this the same one? I believe, yeah, the flamed one. Let's see, 12 days ago. Yeah, that green micarta from production one sold for 425 too. So I should have had that keyword added because I would have taken that one probably. Although I want the full titanium version. But that's a version 1, so I might it's a knife I like that I might get a version 1 and a version 2. If there's, a solid titanium version 2. Here somebody sold that prayer. Oh, here's a round 2 plain Jane. Sold for 5 out of 505. So let's see. Yeah, that plain Jane one looks nice. Centering looks perfect on it. Everything looks perfect on it. And like I said, a lot of these knife swap guys, they just seem to just treat them, put them in safes and trade them around. They don't ever have any marks on them. They all look brand new. There's a flipper tab. He sold a bunch of cool knives. There's a full titanium Neuron. There's a slip joint. Lion Steel Thrill slip joint. Oh no, that's a Little Native, sorry. This is the slip joint. So you have to open it with 2 hands. Unless you've got really good skills, you can hold the blade and shake it maybe. Oh, that's a cool clip. At least that one comes straight out instead of at a V like that one I have. Laid Off Pete, it's called I'll show you the app that you have to pay for, and you can use it for free, but it'll take like 5 minutes to alert. It's called Alerts for Reddit, I believe. App. Yeah, Alerts for Reddit. They have it for both, and it's got an A symbol. But when you go to it, you can add any subreddit that you want, but it's got the sell ones built in automatically. The ones where people sell stuff all the time. But it's called Alerts for Reddit. And you can get it on for iPhone and you can get it for iPhone or Android. But yeah, you can filter by keywords. It's super cool. Everybody should install it if you use Reddit. The blade length of the Strix. Let's go get it right from the 3.4 inch blade. 8.2 inches total and 3.4 inch blade. 61 to 63 Magna Cut. 3.4 you can't go wrong with my book. And it looks cool, open and closed. It's just a nice looking knife. I don't know why. I don't know if they have more than one picture of. I mean, that's a cool background there without like that compass and everything in there is cool. The old pulley, the Protean, Prince Protean. 3.2 inch. Such a pretty knife, man. Such a pretty knife. Looks great closed. Looks great open. I mean, look how cool it looks closed. Like the way it's got that big old butt, it covers up. It's got a milled clip. I don't know. I love everything about it. It's a Best Tech OEM. Or no, sorry, the Strix is a Best Tech OEM. This is custom. Princeton Wong. Oh, there's the top. Look at the infinity symbol on the top of the blade. Super cool. Look at that lock bar insert. Like, I don't know, everything about the Protean is nice. Yeah, that lock bar insert, super cool. Well, guys, I guess I don't have to worry about the post office now. I just got to worry about getting my money back. She said I should call my bank, but I'm just going to wait for Temu to do something because they'll pretty much know that guy's a scammer. I should have known something when it said discontinued when I went back to try to buy another one. So that means that right this second, since I was going to wait to see if it actually showed up today, like if it got marked as delivered but really wasn't. Oh, today I should get that push-pull gauge, which will be cool. But I'm going right to Amazon and ordering another one of those cases for $109. Because I'm not gonna risk. And if y'all want a knife case and you have 90 knives, you can't beat that knife case. And let me just show y'all that if you go to eBay and you type in Case Club 90, the price on eBay is $157.82. So that's about the cheapest that you can find it. Besides that Amazon for $109. So if you need a good knife case and you got 90 knives, that $109 right there, you can't beat it. Because even if you go look, if I just type in, if you go to their website, so even let's see. Right here, even on the Case Club website, it's $126. So that $109 at Amazon is, it's super nice. You can customize it to fit any of your knives. Oh, JD, I got scammed by Temu. I bought one of those cases I was just showing, and of course I didn't have the browser open, so y'all just missed all that I was showing you. But on the Case Club website, they're 126. On Amazon, they're 109. And on eBay, they're 157. Sorry, I forgot to pop the browser up. But I ordered one from Temu for $82. It came out to $90 with tax. So I saved like $30. But the person on Temu, they intercepted a tracking number that was going to the same city that I live in. And gave me a tracking number for some other package going to some other person. So when I called the USPS this morning and told them that it showed delivered on Saturday to me, but I didn't get it, she said that it wasn't even addressed to me. It was addressed to some woman, and that it didn't originate from Temu. It originated from... So what scammers are doing is they're just finding tracking numbers that are coming to a certain city somehow, and they're sending those tracking numbers when you order something off Temu. So Temu shows that it got delivered. So they're sending me to contact the seller. So I've already messaged the seller, and they'll step in, I guess, if the seller doesn't respond, maybe. Otherwise, I did it through PayPal, so I can deal with them also. The message that I sent this person has just been responded to by an automated prompt. So far, they haven't actually responded with any real messages, which is kind of wild. So here's what I said so far. Here's the shop. I'll show you all that. I don't have a problem with that. It doesn't. Let me make sure I don't dox myself again. It's pretty wild. But right here you can see I messaged them and said, it says, "Hi, thanks for shopping with us. How can I help you today? I'm virtual shop assistant." And I said, "This tracking number wasn't addressed to me and I didn't receive it. Please modem while I find staff. Rest assured, we typically respond within 24 hours. Thanks for your understanding and patience. I've already spoken to UPS. I need a refund." Yeah, it's just $90, so I'm not like super bummed about it, and I know that I'll get the money back through either Temu, PayPal, or my bank, one of the three. So anyway, I think I'm about to end it today, guys. Yesterday morning I saw that Tri-State had a live video right after mine. I went over there and hopped in the chat for a little while. Sever 7, if you're in here, I never got up yesterday afternoon to like go through my knives. I slept. I got a full 8 hours sleep yesterday. And so I never did get figured out which clones I want to get rid of and work out that trade. But I'll try to do that today. I'm going to try to go on and go to sleep. I stayed up too long yesterday and ended up sleeping until like 8 or 9 o'clock and didn't feel like doing anything. I hope y'all have a great day. It is Monday, so those can be kind of bummy sometimes, but if you feel bad, just order you a knife. PJ Crazy Yo, if you're still in here, send me an email, man. I will hook you up with some knives. And I will probably hook you up for some knives if you just pay for shipping. If you just pay the $7 or $8 for shipping, I'll probably send you some, at least, if not probably more than one knife. Good morning, Keep It Scale Stupid. Hey, Keep It Scale Stupid, I got a question for you. That reminds me. Why do your comments not show up, but everybody else's do? So, on my YouTube channel, if I go to, let's say, my live videos, and I'm trying to remember the one that you actually, if I go to my shorts, so it'll show me that I have a couple of comments. This was not one of them. Let me see. Let me find one that is. All right, so right here. See how it shows 2 comments? But yours doesn't show up. So keep it scale stupid. Why don't your comments show up like everybody else's? In order to see your comment, I have to go up here and have to change it from top comments to newest first. And then yours shows up that says love a polished blade. But I never saw that. Do you have your comments set to some kind of different where they don't show up? Yeah, I got it, TC Blaze. I know how to see it, but I'm asking him why, if he did something, why his don't show up. Because even if it was the first comment and it's the only comment, they still don't show up. I can show right here. Here's another example. Love the belly on that bad boy. Like, I never saw that, and it's got to be the top comment because it's the only comment. So it makes no sense why I have to change it to see. And he's the only one that it happens to, so I thought maybe it seems like top comment would be the one. If there's only one, it's got to be the top comment. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Wiki. Sorry. I thought he might know, but if he's not tech savvy, then he definitely won't know. Boy, I'm getting wore out. Do I want a drop bear for $90? I offered a guy $90 and he keeps trying to bargain with me. He wanted 110. It's the it's some kind of special version, I think. It's let me see what it is. I think I don't even see it now. I was gonna buy it for one of y'all, and I don't know why. Let's see. Oh, I don't. This is a different guy. Which let's do some science. Laid off Pete. Pulsar. All right, let's go look at the pulsar. Sorry, I didn't know we were doing science. All right, shorts. Pulsar. Comments. Nothing. If that's the one you're talking about, oh, Southpaw Carey. Welcome, buddy. He said he voted. It's not a vote, Pete, but that's all right. I mean, you liked it. Uh, yeah, it's not showing up. Let me refresh it See if it shows up. Might take it a second for the comments to actually show up. It still just shows one comment. See, I'm getting hate. YouTube doesn't like me. I don't know how many likes I had before that, but did you notice how many likes it had? Yeah, see? TC Blades, I have got some perfect knives for him, buddy. I have got 30 to 35 great Sativian and Efengro that I started my collection with the boxes and everything. That I'm going to set up some bundles, like 5 for $15 a piece, like 5 knives for $75. Yeah, I'm telling you, YouTube is messing with me. Like, they really are. They're messing with my watch hours, especially. They don't want me to get to where I earn anything, which is okay with me. I don't care. I just do it for fun anyway. But if I go to manage videos, I could show y'all all that. I don't care to show. I mean, I don't have anything hidden, but my shorts. Let me go to manage videos, and I'll go to shorts and see if it shows me comments. So the Pulsar, it says there's 2 comments. Now, comments are not showing up, but I love this knife. So see, I see it there. And if I hit the X to close, I haven't responded, then it shows me both of those. And I don't know what held means. There's no held comments, but published, I can see them all if I go by, if I turn, okay, now if I go to top, then I only see laid off Pete's. And if I go to newest, by default, I see both of them, which makes no sense because why does his show up under newest from 3 days ago? Dude, keep it scale stupid. If you want to do that and help me out on watch hours sometime, in fact, y'all could all do this if you don't mind. Go to my playlist and click the Blade Talk Daily playlist and just hit play all and click the mute button and just minimize the browser and go do something else. And it'll play all of them, and you can actually turn this loop on. And if a few of y'all just let this playlist play in a window, like in the background when you're not doing stuff, like, you know, just have another tab open, like that would help my watch hours a ton. But I've got a computer at work that I do that to try to help my watch hours. So I just hit play on this Blade Talk Daily playlist, and it goes through and just plays them all. And it really helps my watch hours. So if y'all want to support me and help me by anything, that would be awesome. TC Blades, I'll definitely do it for you, buddy. I've got a computer at work. I'll have it playing it on loop and just keep playing it. But you can either do that playlist and I keep it updated with all the, I haven't updated it in a couple of days, but my unboxing reviews playlist too has like 40 something videos in it. It has 51 videos, so you could do the same, and all you gotta do is hit mute, and you won't hear it, or it won't do anything. But I keep my playlist. I've got my unboxing reviews playlist and my and then I've got some Wi-Files that are private. I've got a few that are private, and I got some watches on here that I put that I've got that one on the way. It should have been delivered by now, but it's taking forever. This is one that I want to buy, a gray sunburst. That's the one I've already got. Yeah, and this is a video of the one that I want, the Yachtmaster Gray. Super cool knife. And then that's the one I already got. But yeah. JD, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I appreciate y'all looping that playlist. But PJ Crazy Yo, hit me up for real. Hit me up in my email, bladealchemy4u@gmail.com, and I will hook you up with some knives, man. Because I'm gonna, if I can't get, some of these knives are brand new and nobody wants to buy them, so I might as well give them to somebody that will appreciate them. And TC Blades, the same with you, man. Oh, and one more thing before Ron Dobbins, you're fine, buddy. TC Blades, I probably can replace some movements for you, but let me get a little bit better because I had trouble with the second hand last night. Let me do a few more. I haven't built them in a while, but once I build a few more, which leads me back, I don't know if y'all saw, but I did finish. I built this last night at work. I don't like the chapter ring around it. This little clear. It's actually metal, but I want to get a white one so it looks more like the white birch. But I built this one last night. Couldn't get the second hand on, and then I dropped it, and then I spent 3 hours. But this one has the Grand Seiko stem, and I've got to shorten this stem by about 1 millimeter because the threads won't go on. But this one has the case back. It's open. Yeah, I'll help you anno that, but I think you can do it with some 9-volt batteries. You get 3 of them, you can get you a nice blue color. Thank you, Ron. It's a Grand Seiko white birch. Doesn't have the second hand on it because I dropped it, but I did find it. And this has the NH35, the Seiko movement in it. I don't know if you can see in there, but it says the 24 joules. Let me see if I can get those words. But you can see the joules there in the little ruby. But that's a real Seiko movement. Thanks, Pete. Yeah, this knife, once I get the white chapter ring around it, so let me show you real quick. I always get sidetracked. But you can type in Grand Seiko white birch, Grand Seiko, and this is what I was going for. So let me see. This is what I was going for, and you can see that chapter ring. It's got white and it's got little notches on it. So I found I found the one that I can order, and let me see. I sent a guy a picture of it. Oh, here you go. Discord, stuff for channel, add a picture, boom. Whoops. Send. All right, so you see how that one looks. Well, I can buy this chapter ring. Whoops, sorry. I don't know why the Discord acts like this. So weird. So see, I can buy I can buy that chapter ring to go around the one I've got. So instead of see if I can do a whole little thing. So that one you can see has like little pretty close to the same around the outside as that one. The notches are, the little dots are a little different at the hours. But then you can see that it would go where this silver one is, right out there on the inside, and that's just it's called a chapter ring. But that's what keeps the watch face. So when you put it in, anyway, it keeps it spaced, and it makes it look more white all the way across. So the reason I want this one right here is because it'll make it look white all the way across. Anyway, JD, you should join the Discord. I've got a watch channel, and I'll give y'all links to a real good trusted dealer to buy stuff from. You can get awesome watches for a really good price. A lot of them come with that's what made me think Gaming Sandals asked a question about where he could find a watch with the NH35 movement in it. And that's the same movement I have in this one. That's a Seiko movement. And they don't sell a lot of watches with Seiko movements in them unless you buy a Seiko. They usually have either Chinese movements, or they have a Japanese movement called a Mayoto movement. And those are a lot better than the Chinese ones because they're Japanese. But these Mayoto movements, they're jeweled too. So they're 21 jewels instead of 24 jewels. Like, let me see if I can, but you can see the rubies and stuff. So that's the Mayoto movement. So most all the good replica watches that you get will have this movement in them instead of the NH35. So the NH35 is a Seiko movement. And it looks a little different on the back. So 24 jewels, and this is the NH35A. That's the same one I've got in my watch that I just showed y'all. But anyway, there's a trusted dealer that I use called Travis. His name's Michael Travis or something. But he's on those Reddit pages that I showed y'all. I don't know which third knife from the left, Ron Dobbins. This is a Damascus. This is that rattlesnake. It's the same as the one beside it there. It's just this is the Damascus or Zircotai version. I don't know. I think somebody told me it was Zircotai because you can't get these dark colors in Damascus. The blacks and stuff. I don't know. Somebody look that up and tell me. But this is a Lemifshi or Forest Elf F03 Plus. And this knife has a tuning fork on the inside of the scales. If you look down in there, on this side of the scales, it's got a weird little piece in there that looks like those things from music boxes. And it actually makes a tone when you open and close the knife. Like, I don't know if you can hear that ring, but that ring is coming from that tuning fork. And I've got a picture. Yeah, you can hear the ring. So on my unboxing, I took it apart and showed that tuning fork, I believe. Let me see. Rattlesnake. All right, so let's see. Where do I take it apart at? I'm pretty sure I took it apart. I might not have. Yeah, I don't think I did, actually. I take that back. But I do have... I can show you. Hold on. Let me check one thing. Not sure. I guess y'all can see me. Let's see. Let's see. I don't remember. This was me 4 months ago posting it, but I don't think I might have had a picture. Let's see. I thought I had the picture of the, yeah, it's right here. So here's the tuning fork mechanism that makes that sound that's built into the side of the scales. Whoa, it's a big picture. So it's got this little tuning fork thing that attaches to the inside of the scales. It's not called the Rattlesnake. The designer of the knife is Rattlesnake. He designs knives for like Tucson and stuff too. People call it that because that's kind of how it's listed, but that's actually the designer's mark on the knife. You see how it shows his logo and it says Rattlesnake? The model number is actually the F03 Plus. And it's by this company called Forest Elf. Lemifshi actually released this one. But these are both the same knife, except this one is just titanium. But this one makes the same sound. And that tuning fork is the first of its kind and mounted to the side of the scales there. Pretty wild. Sever 7, did you hear what I said about not waking up yesterday and getting back with you? I didn't ever wake up until I went to work. There are some of the regular ones for sale, Ron Dobbins. This one, they're still available on like AliExpress. I showed that just a minute ago. And there might be some of the other ones on eBay, but if you just go to AliExpress, and I think I didn't type rattlesnake right, but I think if you type rattlesnake, yeah, they're right there. So the plain version, although it looks like they have a black version, find similar. Yeah, so right here, that's the same one. A few people had them for sale, so you ought to be able to find one, but looks like we're striking out on all these. So I would try eBay. I'm pretty positive there's some of the regular ones. And I think you could type in F03 Plus. Whoops. Yeah, there's one. People are charging crazy amounts of money. But see how it says Forest Elf, Rattlesnake Designs, M390? I wonder if you could just type in rattlesnake knife. Yeah, at this point, I can't point you where to grab one, but if you add an alert for eBay, I believe that F03 Plus would probably be the best way to find it. Let's see if there's any more. There should be some more somewhere. I don't know, man. I tried to help as much as I could. See you tomorrow, Pete. Appreciate the loop. That's awesome, man. Yeah, you said you wanted a CJRB Crag. I believe I've got a shipwrecked Crag, unless I sold it. Do they make a copper Crag? Like, yeah, they do, I think. I think I've got one of those shipwrecked. Let me go check real quick. Let me go grab my shipwreck bag. Hold on just a second. I can't remember. Somebody bought one off of Blade Binge. It might have been the Natrix XL that I had. But I've got a whole... I keep them... I thought this bag looked kind of like shipwreck. So I've still got some that I haven't done yet, like this one. This is a CJRB something or other. I don't know what that one is. I got to clean it, of course, before I shipwreck it, but I thought this kind of reminded me of shipwreck. So, yeah, right there. There's a CJRB Crag that I shipwrecked. And that knife could be yours for a cheap price if you want it. It's got a real thick coating of lacquer on it. It's got a cool pattern on it. Got good action, good centering. This is a mini Osborne that I did. But PJ Crazy, you can buy it. All these are for sale except for, actually they're not all. This smock I'm not going to sell because of the pattern on it and because of the knife itself. I love the smock. I put a deep carry clip on this one. And the mini, I'm not going to sell this one either, but I've got multiple. This is a Natrix TC blades. One of my tutorial Thursdays shows you how to shipwreck. It's really easy. All you do is use I've still got to do this one. We did this one on that video, and I actually left this one overnight and forgot about it, so that's why it kind of turned out dark. This is a slip joint. Haha, I knew I had one. So when you open it, you have to open it with two hands, and there is no lock. This is what they call it, like a half stop. So it kind of locks that half stop, but the lock mechanism just holds it tight. It's not actually locked, so if you like hit the blade, it'll close. But that's a slip joint. I forgot. I knew I had one somewhere. So there was a reason I got this bag out. I've sold a lot of my shipwreck knives. This is a cool one too. This is a Revo Knives something or other. Yeah, half stop. I don't know what I said, but I meant half stop. Yeah, this is a Revo Knives, Nevo, Ness, I don't know, something. Anything, you can do anything that's copper. So I don't know how big of a knife can you find that's copper. I mean, that's a pretty big knife. I don't know how much bigger you want, but I would sell this knife for whatever it costs just without. I would sell it for $60. So right now it's showing that it's $60 new without the shipwreck. So you can get shipwreck for free on a knife that hadn't been used. If anybody wants, and you'll get it shipped for that price. So I'll pay for shipping. Any of y'all can have this for $60 though. Just hit me up in the email if you want it. I'll respond to the first person. But basically, TC, to do shipwreck, all you have to do is take paper towels and salt and ammonia and just take the knife apart and lay the scales where they're standing up on edge like this in the crumpled up paper towel so that it's not touching it everywhere. Like, you don't want the paper towels to just lay against the side. You want it to be all crumpled up to where it's just touching it in random places. And then you just soak it in ammonia and put salt in there and just let them sit there for a few hours. And wherever the salt is, it'll turn blue. And wherever the ammonia is, it'll turn the copper color. And you'll just get a different pattern and mix between the two. And it's all just a random thing. And then you just take it out after a couple hours, wash them off, and spray them with a clear coat. I use clear lacquer enamel because it's kind of thicker and it gives it that thick look. But there's really nothing to it. Like, it's all by random chance. And there's not much actual work you have to do to it. You just kind of put it in there and watch it and check it every now and then. But you can let it sit. I mean, like I said, I let this one sit for 24 hours. I fell asleep and did that one. But yeah, that's about it. I got sidetracked enough. Not going to let myself get sidetracked again. And these little electronics bags work great for knives. Whoops. Got one more. And where these can hit each other when you close it, I lay one of these microfiber towels in between them. So when I do close it up, they don't like hit each other. But for carrying knives around back and forth, these little electronic organizer bags are super cheap. You can get them for like $3 on AliExpress. And they work great for carrying around little knives. All right, guys, I swear it's for real this time. Gonna get out of here. It's been swell, but the swelling's gone down. Oh, you got a Dawn V3 coming in today? That's awesome. I've got a couple things coming in today, but I don't know which ones will make it here and which ones won't. So, all right, guys, y'all have a great rest of your Monday. We've been at it 2 hours and 22 minutes, so it's about all my voice can take this morning. I love all you guys. You're my best morning knife buddies. And I don't care what anybody else says about y'all. Y'all are A-okay in my book. And we'll be here again tomorrow. This was episode number 60. Cannot wait till we get to 100. Cannot believe I've done 60 in a row. Haven't missed one. I've only been 5 minutes late once. Otherwise, I've been on time. Ron, Sever7, PJ Crazy, TC Blades, JD, all the regular early morning crew, Pete. Let's see, who else pops? Oh, yeah, Drummer always here early in the morning, first thing, waiting. Really appreciate that. Y'all help me stay motivated when y'all are here waiting. I'm afraid nobody's going to show up every day, and We've been getting a good crowd. We got 16 at the moment, so that's awesome. Anybody? Ed, of course. The famous Mr. Ed. I loved him showing us how to make lanyards the other day. That was awesome. Scott is always sitting around somewhere. Enjoy that ballad song you got coming in today, Scott. Anybody else? Oh yeah, Fred the Lug. Appreciate you popping in. We had somebody else new pop in today too. I can't remember what his name was, but welcome, buddy. Fuchs, of course. Can't forget Fuchs. And Ron Crow. Yeah, everybody. Y'all are all awesome. What was the new guy's name? I can't even remember. There was a new guy that popped in here and said he was new, and I wanted to thank him again for being here. Southpaw Carey. That's you. Appreciate you being here. Ron Dobbins. Yep, appreciate you, buddy. Ed, you can always come on anytime you want. Now that you seem to be the only one that knows how to work Skype or is willing to get on video, so you're welcome anytime. You can come back, and if you think of something you want to show us, just let me know, and we can have a little short segment whenever. All right, guys, I've talked enough. See y'all later. Peace.